Good to see you, friend. I am glad you came by here. Please sit with me and enjoy listening to this audio drama. I am happy to see you. I am very happy that you have chosen to listen to this show. Please sit with me and enjoy Rivers of the Mind Season 3, Episode 5, Becoming Smoke. Are you a sensitive audience? Do you fear the truth of your existence? Please use discretion before listening. Rivers of the Mind may be inappropriate for some audiences. In some cases, Rivers of the Mind has been found to summon an old Precambrian deity whose name alone induces insanity. Please have a broom ready in case you need to chase this deity back into his shadow world. River of the Mind contains some content that audiences may find disturbing, like the existence of clouds and a poorly written scene in a diner. This episode contains 2 large cannon shots. Please do not pet the cannons, as they can be aggressive. Please keep your legs and arms inside of the receptacle where you are now currently at all times.
You have the opportunity to become a god. A god in a world without death, without suffering, without starvation, without any laws but your own.
I start walking as the vines reach around me and lift me up once again. Outside, my middle finger starts to twist. Another level of reality. I'm closer to the hospital room. John loses focus on the object in the outer realm as he enters the second level of tobacco. The vines grow again from the ground in the inner world, repeating the process.
But when I kill you, and your soul begins to leave your body, we will make you our slave. You will serve us for eternity.
I dive into another level and continue walking, now only 5 feet from the door. The world I originated from now seems impossibly high above me. Pain shoots through my hands on multiple levels as the bones in my hands are crushed and my wrists pulled from their sockets. I can feel my veins wrapping tight around every limb. Pressure grows in my head.
You can't win. You can run into the tobacco language all you want, Meagan. But you don't understand. You don't understand what he's taught me. He's taught me not to run, Meagan. He's taught me not to fight him.
The objects in the first level of reality no longer hover. John begins to lose the ability to pull at my hands as I drop into one level, and then another, and then another. His mind begins to burn with the growing feeling of tobacco. Outside, in the first level of the world, I fall to the ground and bolt towards the door, my hands and arms deeply bruised and aching. Wincing, I open the door and see John, sitting up in his hospital bed, a look of intense concentration spread across his face, in the levels upon levels of tobacco stretching below my feet. John tortures me. I'm aware of it across all dimensions, aching in every part of my body.
You think this hurts, Meagan? Wait until you've been through 10,000 years of it. Now listen. I'm telling you for the last time. You either join us or you
Die.
The refreshing taste of Pepsi.
Read all of the directions aloud.
The refreshing taste of Pepsi. Enjoy. 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 The refreshing taste of Pepsi. Enjoy. 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 The
Goodbye.
refreshing taste.
Long pause. The chimes begin as words flood from her, and she is surrounded by images, represented by audible, undescribed scenes panning from right to left, front to back. Meagan reads the following words: roller coaster, Guadalupe, Grandma, Colorado, emptiness, hollowed out, silent, silence, 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 silence. She says, reading her stage directions aloud for comic effect. A pause for laughter.
This is what I come here for. Ha 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 ha.
At this point, maybe could we cut to some kind of dinner scene? Control-Alt-M comment, sure, I like this idea. Maybe ease the mood after we told them Tanya's brother was murdered, since they all know who did it. Go through Twitter and see if we can pick up some relevant lingo from the target demo. Here is a skeleton of what I'm thinking.
Hello, you're with me at a diner, I say to you, leaning forward to offer you companionship. We're friends.
Note, she is now in a late 2000s self-conscious knockoff of a 1990s sitcom, a self-conscious parody which has become so self-conscious as to have no actual storyline, only a vague set of self-conscious posturings.
You're supposed to read the words. The words on the script.
What?
The script in front of you.
So millennial. Haha. Student debt. Depression.
Whoa, millennial.
Really, millennial, like so millennial. I don't even millennial.
Right, but, millennial. Bernie Sanders. Working 3 jobs. Hashtag relate.
No one uses the word hashtag.
Hashtag? This is where it stops being millennial. Begin glitching. Tanya is still processing what she's done.
And glitching. Still smoking, mouths of cannons munched in the caves like cigars, claw their way, the army's holy vultures, who crease the spines of mountains to fit them into envelopes. Their mouths hung open in disdain, war pounds in their eardrums. Music has no bounds. God is a lion. We are the lambs. A sudden crescendo of warlike noises and violence culminates in a low and rumbling silence. Numbing silence. Meagan cannot breathe. She cannot feel her body. She cannot sense anything. She cannot see herself from first person, no matter how hard she tries. She is clutching onto the side of a spinning marble, a hue darker than the blackness around it. Our eyes are starting to adjust.
Hello, Meagan.
You say, "Hello?"
Hello, Meagan. I am the voice of many prisms.
Oh, to the voice of many prisms, hail.
Oh, to the voice of many prisms, bars that rattle. Executioner. The voice of many prisms.
It cannot stand. The body cannot stand, cries out in sorrow, the organism.
Hold up your head.
You insist to yourself, reminding yourself that you insist to yourself, that you remind yourself to insist.
God is the cavern.
The cavern?
God is the cavern. We are the cigar that smokes in its mouth.
Oh.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but in this case it wasn't. It was a cannon. We were at war. We were hiding in the cavern. God is the cavern. Smoke rose from the cannon. We faced an army.
I'm drifting through space. I can't get back to my body. You're making me say this. How are you making me say this?
You have become smoke. Rise up, and you shall return to the mouth of God.
Rise up, and you shall return to the mouth of God.
You have become smoke.
Rise up, and you shall return to the mouth of God. Rise up, and you shall return to the mouth of
Brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace. Web hosting. Very good. Wonderful. Thank you to Squarespace. Thanks Squarespace. All my belongings to Squarespace. Burnt offerings to the one who hosts web. Praise to that mighty one, the hospiter of web, the space that is square.
Pray your temple will be to your liking.
The foreign prophet. Never did I think I'd see the day.
Tap must be ecstatic. Well, isn't that something? We finally arrived. You're different than I expected.
is the face of all things. My face is the face of all things. My face is the face of all things. Come! My face is the face of all things. 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 My face is the I've always admired that man. My face is the face. There's just something about him. Just my face is the face. Is the face. Is the face. Is the face. My face is he seems connected. It's whatever is out there. The goals that we have here. It seems like that man, he just taps into something higher than I think any other person ever could.
No one ever invites me to go fornicate in the temple of the god of death when the prophet comes into town. It just makes me feel so lonely because it seems like it's tradition and everyone's doing it, and I don't get to do it though. Personally, if I were gonna design like an ideal system, it'd be a total peace and loveocracy. It's kind of just a word I've been playing around with, man, since I heard that speech back there. But yeah, I think like a peace and loveocracy is really what we need and what the people really want. It's like where we go, I don't know, we say we got peace, and that's like, you know those grapes I found? It's like that. But, it's, oh man, what was I thinking? Oh, hey, sorry man, I don't know what happened to me. I was drinking, and then suddenly I was in this place. It was in this really dark place, and there's like this light shining up at my face, and I was talking, and I couldn't control what I was saying, and I still feel like it's happening again. Oh my god. I don't know, something's up, man. There's something wrong with those people. Oh man. Okay. This is gonna sound really weird. I'm in like two places at once right now. I was out of Hawaii for a second. I was in this place. There's these it's locked in this room, and someone was talking for me, and they're saying like it had already happened, but it wasn't already happening. I was saying it right then, and there's something in the walls. I felt on some deep level like I should know what it was on the other side of the wall, but I didn't know. I felt certain that I was the face of all things. I felt certain that I had been recording crowd noise into an iPad. I felt certain that there was someone outside the door. I heard Meagan. I tell myself to say.
I am hearing, Meagan. I am the face of all things. Of all things, I am the face. I am the face of all things. I am the face, I am the face of all things. Are you trying to tell me something? I am the face of all things. Of all things, I am the face of all things. Of all things, I am the face of all things. Is this real? Is this real? Hello? Hello? Oh shit. Hello? This is weird. What did it mean when they gave you the gift of language? What is language? What is it turning into? She says I can talk now. I don't understand what just happened. Okay, you can stop. Stop. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I need to keep telling the story. I need to keep telling the story because Meagan wants me to keep telling the story. And because Meagan wants me to keep telling the story, I'm going to keep telling the story. Okay. Meagan's been in a place called the Outer Darkness. She's been trying to reach out to us, but words can't get onto the page. She's trapped. So you need to go and keep writing the story. The story is always being written. I am the face of all things. I am the face of all things. I am a flower crowing for sunlight, tilting towards an amber horizon that drips over me, that encases me, that fossilizes my ecosystem, that preserves it for later study, that springs up as a tree, that becomes the gravity sweeping over the fluids in that tree's leaves, that becomes the metabolites that sink into the system and swallow it. You need to read the words on the page. You need to read the words on the page.
There is no time. Time is meaningless. Time is now. The past is meaningless. The future is meaningless. The past is only memories, the future only the flickers of neurotransmitters fluttering between synapses inside of our brains. The only thing that exists is now. Are these the credits? Is this brought to you by Tough Shed? Tough Shed. From the people who brought you Buff Shed, Gruff Shed, and Just Enough Shed. Tough Shed. For all your Tough Shed needs. Are these the credits? The credits. The credits. Tell me, are these the credits? If we shadows have offended. The credits. Hello.
Are these the credits? Are these the credits? Oh, I was asking if these are the credits.